Just want to cry thinking about the fact that how much Trump is actually carrying on his chest and doing right now for the US people, for all Americans, for everybody in America. It's like, I know we always see the funny, the enthusiastic, the inspiring Trump, but the more I'm like looking into this, the more I'm researching, the more I'm realizing that what a challenge he actually is taking on. We are not talking about just one political opponent. We're talking about massive attacks on Trump that have been happening before our very eyes from the beginning. He is blunt and by far the most honest politician I've ever seen in my life. I cannot believe I'm crying for a politician. Like that alone is, because I no longer see him as a politician. He's not just a puppet. Who remembers when the FBI raided his home? So the fact that they raided his home, a former president's home, like they didn't care. And FBI officers who came out and tried to say like, hey, we didn't want to, but somebody higher up has been forcing us to do so. I'm thinking right now, I'm like, he had an interview where he came out and he was talking about this whole Israel thing, and he's like, most people don't understand, we should not get involved because, and I understand why he's saying that, because he's putting America first. And as an American president, that's exactly what you want him to do, correct? It's logical. Yes. Do I feel like I wish I could do something for Palestine? Absolutely, yes. But do I think American presidents is first responsibility to put America first? Yes, I do. So he gave this interview. For the life of mine, I cannot find it, where he said, the conflict of Israel is Palestine. It's about a war that most of you have never heard of. Most people have never heard of. He knows what's going on. He knows what the real war is. And all these other interviews where he's like, subliminal messages sending us, trying to warn us, remember the statement when he said, God, I'm so emotional about this. He said, they're not coming for me, they're coming for you. I just happen to stand in the way. I'm like, this makes so much sense now. Trump may be a finesser, a businessman. I'm not saying he's a saint. None of us is. The thing with Trump is, though, he is not somebody who is trafficking no children, abusing no children. That's the one thing that I respect the most about a man, any man. If children are holy to you, we're good. I understand you may get in trouble with other men and whatever, but this is like the one principle. You break that one rule, you are nothing to me. You remember when JFK was warning and saying, and then he got what? They took him out. I saw, I'm not going to repost it, one of those Khazars posts saying, taking out Trump is not a problem. The problem is the people that are supporting him. Because they know that the Republicans, especially the ones who are very much behind specifically Trump, not necessarily the entire Republican Party, but specifically Trump supporters, they know that you guys are going to battle, if need be, for this country. And that's what they are afraid of, that people will rise and that this will spread like a mass. I mean, I'm an immigrant. I would go to war if Trump would tell me. And I wouldn't go to war for any country, but for Trump. It's like they're trying to get him to make a nasty statement. They try to portray him as like this demon, like, oh, Trump will start World War III. Who is starting it? Who started it? We are in World War III. Like when World War I and II was happening necessarily, they weren't actually announcing it as the war until later into the war, because there are multiple stages. First, you know, you send out troops here, and then military aid here, and so on. Anywho. And how many times did he say the truth, man? He did not lie. Was Obama a U.S. citizen? Was he a U.S.-born citizen? No, he wasn't. And how many people have made fun of him? I have the documents. I printed it all out and read it through and had to like reference multiple times to some legal translations. Like, he said the truth from the beginning. He did not lie. Yeah, maybe people don't like the way he expresses himself sometimes, but he's telling the truth. What else do you want from a politician? You want him to get up there and actually say what he's gonna do and do it. Racism in America, this is what he was provoking. Get out of my face. Racism. Every rational thinking, every delusional immigrant in this country knows that this man is actually protecting this country. In my entire life, did I not think I would cry because I'm worried about a man in politics? These demons are everywhere, and he is literally like, I pray he has the best and most trusted people around him. I know not all of them are trustworthy, though. I do know that for a fact. They call in all forms and shapes, trust me.